Hi everybody, Steph here, and today I'm going to show you another lovely pen. Can you guess what it is? No, it's not a Parker Big Red, but it looks like one, doesn't it? What we have here is an absolutely cracking Diamond Point Tucolor Fill EZ fountain pen. Now, who are Diamond Point, you may ask? Exactly. I've never heard of them until I actually got this pen, so I did a little bit of homework. There's not a great deal of bits of there's not a lot of information at all about this particular company, but Diamond Point, the Diamond Point Pen Company, if you like, were based in New York City in the USA from the very early 1900s, maybe even earlier than that. Initially they made a lot of sort of old vintage eyedropper fountain pens in black hard rubber with engine turn patterns on them, and then later on they started making different sort of colours, etc., like this particular pen here. This is an oversized pen. This one I date from around about the 1920s. Now again, at this particular period, the pens, in my opinion, based on this one, were absolutely superb quality pens. As I say, they made them in all different sort of varied, different trim, different colours. As we said, what we're going to do, we're going to keep on this particular pen here. This is the red hard rubber. And again, just coming back to the company, I believe they went through to about the 1950s. Now, I've read that later on, the actual quality of their pens actually, well, deteriorated, if you like, and later on in the going up towards the 1950s, the quality of the diamond pens, well, I believe were not too good. But this one, as I said, 1920s, absolutely stunning. Quality wise, absolutely superb. The only downfall of this particular pen, there's no clip. The clip is actually missing on this particular pen. If the clip was still here, I think this would have stayed in my pen collection, but unfortunately, because it's missing, then I'm afraid not. It comes, as we said, in black hard rubber. It's got this large cap band to the bottom of the cap there, and I don't know if you can actually see, but if you look at the cap there, it's got these sort of engine turned lines. I think they're sort of bunches of 5 really close lines together, and that particular pattern sort of carries on the barrel there. You can see the lines there if we give it a little bit of a twirl. To the bottom of the barrel, we've got this flat black stud there, which again is complemented to the top of the cap there. Okay, now if we show you the lever here, you can see it's got this gold plated or gold filled lever. It's got this letter D in the round section of the lever there, which again I assume stands for Diamond Point. And if we show you the barrel imprint, let's try and keep it nice and still, give it a twirl for you. And what it actually reads, to the left it's got diamond, and then to the right point. In the middle we've got a triangle with the word Tucolor, and then underneath it says fill, and then EZ to the right. Okay, so I'm hoping that's quite clear for you. Let's just give it a little bit of a twirl just in case you've not seen it. I can't say it enough. Quality wise, absolutely superb. As I said earlier, you know, oh, it might be a Parker Dufold. I've actually had numerous Parker Dufolds in my hands, and this is just as good, if not maybe even better, because it's got this engine turn pattern to the cap. Absolutely superb. As we said before, this is an oversized pen. The size of it from the top of the cap to the bottom, 140mm capped. Around the barrel, it's an absolutely chunky 14mm in diameter. So lovely big pen. If we actually bring on a Parker 51, and show you a comparison there. Look at the size of that. Okay, so there's a size comparison with a 51 for you. A lovely, lovely chunky pen. Let's take off the cap, which unscrews like so. Let's give you a little bit of a twirl on the pen. Absolutely cracking pen. The section to the top there you can see slightly concaved. It's got this little ridge towards the nib there to the top. Now if we show you the nib, the nice thing about this particular model here is that it's actually got an original diamond 8.14 karat gold nib. Now that's a little bit unusual with these pens, because the majority of their nibs were just sort of normal warranted gold nibs, but as you can see there, this is the original diamond point nib, which is very, very nice to have on one of these pens. If we showed you a sideways view there, absolutely lovely again, and there underneath you can see the feed, quite a chunky feed as well. Again, it's all been cleaned. We've cleaned the pen, we've put a new sack in it. So what we'll do, well, let's see if the pen works. It'll be interesting to see actually how it writes as well. So let's put the nib in the ink, pull the lever. I don't think you can see over there, but over the camera I can actually see lots and lots of bubbling going on. So let's bring on our pad and let's see how it writes. So what we have is a diamond point. Again, we're dating this pen around about the 1920s. Incidentally, I believe around about the 1930s the ownership was actually taken over the company, and then the clips I believe had a little triangle with the word new in them. So if you've got one of these pens and the clip doesn't have the triangle with the new, then it's before the 1920s. But again, because there's no clip on this one, I'm still dating it around about the 1920s. This one is actually writing very, very nicely. I would say it's writing with a fine line. However, if you put pressure on the nib, you can get a slightly broader line. There's not a great deal of flexibility, although there is some variation. It's not the most sort of flexy nib that I've had, but there is some slight variation in the line. So there's a writing sample. Either way, a lovely, lovely writer. Okay, so let's pop that to the side. So there we have it. Let's keep it at that. An absolutely cracking pen. Again, in my opinion, very sturdy. A quality made pen. Lovely and chunky. Well balanced. Lovely writer. And apart from the clip missing, in absolutely excellent condition. So there we have it, the Diamond Point Tucolor fountain pen. I hope you've enjoyed looking at it as much as I enjoy showing you people. Don't forget, there's loads more videos, go and have a look, and don't forget to subscribe. But for now, I'll just say ta-da now.